Graffiti. A word that sometimes invokes a negative image and with good reason. Sporadic cases of graffiti vandalism pop up around San Marcos, and they happen more often than residents would like. Local business owners say it's not a major issue, but the expense of getting rid of it falls on them, not the city government. To combat the problem, they are using an unlikely weapon: more graffiti. Over half a dozen graffiti murals now decorate the walls of shops in downtown San Marcos. Ranging from Marvin the Martian to a Goonies memorial, these spray paint graphics cover up the entire side of some buildings.
So people remembered us where we were at before, and they didn't know quite where we were at. And we would tell people where we were at, and they would say, well, where? So once that popped up, everybody said, oh, on the wall, and then they're coming down San Antonio Street, they could see it.
Most were commissioned pieces, but a few seemingly sprang up overnight. Proprietors are using graffiti to promote their business. For example, Danny's Barbershop proudly displays its logo with a full list of services, all on a giant graffiti mural outside the shop.
I had such a big space out here. I wanted to do something with it. Plus, right now San Marcos was doing an arts movement. They're putting a lot of murals and things on buildings. So I said, well, that'd be kind of cool if I could get something on out here.
A local food truck has graffiti that serves as a memorial to a lost loved one and as a business logo.
My brother-in-law was killed in a car accident about 2 years ago, and then we got this trailer, and we have the same name. So in order to honor my brother-in-law, his name was Fabian. They would call him Fabe Dog, was a nickname for him. So we came up with the hot dog.
While the word graffiti still connotates mischief, artists and businesses in San Marcos are working together to solve the problem, using a color explosion of their own. For Bobcat Update, I'm Jason Harris. Traditions at Texas State come in a wide variety and can vary greatly depending on which Bobcat you talk to. One alumni may tell you it's tradition to take steps 2 at a time while on campus.
Now, it's not uncommon to see students line up at the Stallions here in the quad during midterms or at finals season. It's said that touching the Stallions can bring good luck in exams, although it's up to the student which part of the Stallion they touch.
In its 15th year, Bobcat Build has become one of the most recognized and beneficial traditions in Texas State history.
It's a great community involvement event, happens first weekend every April, and it's an opportunity for students to give back to the community.
Texas State's website lists 27 items on its Traditions and Landmarks page. However, most students could only name 2 or 3. With enrollment records being set every year, many students feel it's important to honor the university's traditions.
I think traditions are really, really important here just because they aren't as well known as like some of the bigger universities, but I think it's something that we need to instill within our students from freshman year to kind of make it a bigger deal, to keep that going for future generations.
Now, many Texas State students will tell you that laying out after class is a Texas State tradition, but the real tradition is with the river.
Every year, graduating Bobcats dunk their rings and take the plunge into the river, cap, gown, and all. You jumping in the San Marcos?
Absolutely.
It will be up to students and the university alike to keep these traditions alive as new generations of Bobcats arrive on campus. For Bobcat Update, I'm Jason Harris.
Traffic was reduced to 1 lane recently as workers prepare to permanently reroute traffic through the railroad crossing and the intersection at Post Road. The lane reduction will last several months, leading to potential problems for business owners in the area.
When I first started, it used to be just slammed all the time, but now that construction started, it's down to 1 lane. Probably getting like maybe 25% of the business we used to, so it's really cutting down on the money all the servers are making, we're making as a business, so it's definitely affecting us a lot.
The Texas Department of Transportation is encouraging drivers to allow extra time to travel through this area, but some drivers are choosing to avoid the construction traffic altogether.
So I've changed my commute into work because I try to avoid the construction. Construction scares me. So I go a back way. And then when I take clients out to look at different properties, I always avoid the construction in front.
Road signs are in place to alert drivers of the lane closure. Traffic will remain in this new configuration for the foreseeable future. 2-lane traffic each way will resume after the frontage roads and overpass are finished.
Some of the conditions of the roads are really bad. They're really uneven, very lumpy, very narrow now, and when you eliminate parking, you eliminate commerce.
The Loop 82 overpass project is expected to continue until late 2017. For Bobcat Update, I'm Kathryn Macchia.
I'm working about 30 to 35 hours a week, and I am taking 12 hours.
12 hours of classes here at Texas State, and I'm working 33 hours a week.
I work 27 hours a week, and I have 12 hours in classes.
I'm taking 15 hours at Texas State, and I work 30 hours a week.
I work 35 hours a week, and I take 14 hours at Texas State.
My name is Keenan Brown. I attend Texas State University, currently taking 12 hours, and I also work full-time at the Fairfield Inn and Suites in San Marcos. For school, I pay out of pocket, I would say about $3,000 a semester.
And now for a KTSW weather update.
If you haven't made it outside just yet, it is 56 out with a cloudy sky and winds coming in at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Coming up next will be City and Color with their song, The Grand Optimist. Thanks for listening to KTSW, the other side of radio. And that was the Paper Kites, a maker of my time. And every Tuesday morning at 7 a.m., make sure to catch Martha and Grant and their show Away with Words. Martha and Grant answer all questions about slang, grammar, and old sayings. To submit questions of your own, call 877-929-9673 or email words@waywordradio.org. For more information on the show, you can visit ktsw.txstate.edu. Now sit tight because we've got some of Monsters and Men and some Foster the People coming up next. Thank you for listening to KTSW, the other side of radio.